welcome back to my channel. Okay, I have been gone for a little bit, you guys. I feel like, you know, with everything going on in this world is so draining. So honestly, like the past week, I've just been really sad with everything going on. I'm sure if you guys watch the news, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just been sad. So I have been just in my feelings about everything, but I feel a little bit better today. So I want to go ahead and film my, gosh, the months are going by so fast. I always forget what month we're in. So I'm gonna film my May favorites. Now with May, I wasn't really too big on makeup this time. Like I really didn't get a lot of new makeup products, but I do have, you know, skincare, hair care, a little bit of makeup here and there and all of that. But it's still a very fun video, guys, because these items are so good, okay? So with that being said, make sure you guys go ahead and like, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. All right, so before we go ahead and start, you guys, if you guys don't know, I have never been big on coffee, but ever since I had to go back in the office, I have been drinking so much coffee, especially because we have a Starbucks next door, okay? And let me tell you about Starbucks. I really don't like their coffee. Like, it's not that good, and it's so expensive too. So it's two double homicides. Like, it's not good, okay? So I have been watching a lot of coffee videos on Instagram and on TikTok, and I've been so obsessed. And so I want to go ahead and get the cute mugs, straws, all that good stuff, and just start making my own coffee. And it's just been awesome. So funny enough, in the whole process of this, I had JAVY Coffee reach out to me, and I haven't heard of them before, but I felt like it was perfect timing, and that's what I told them as well when they reached out to me. And this video is not sponsored by any means, but they did want me to go ahead and try their coffee concentrate, and y'all, it's a whole different ballgame, okay? I've been loving it this past month because when it comes to making coffee, you guys know you have to go ahead and put it in the machine, let it drip, and then all that good stuff. But I told you guys, when it comes to going to work in the morning, I'm always late and on the go, so I don't have that time. So this has been so helpful because all you have to do is go ahead and get a cup of water, put a teaspoon or two, just depending on how strong you want it, mix it, and then put your creamer, you know, your toppings, all of that, and that's it. Like, you don't have to sit here and use a whole machine. So I will go ahead and put a reel that I did because I was so obsessed. I was like, not me becoming a, you know, barista all of a sudden. But you guys, it's so good, and I'm obsessed with this. It's so easy to work with. And I actually went ahead and made pumpkin cold brew, which is so good. And every time I drink it, I'm just like, I made this. Like, I made this. Like, it honestly tastes like Starbucks, and it's so creamy, and it doesn't irritate my stomach. I will say with this coffee concentrate, because a lot of coffee do irritate my stomach, and I start to feel a little bit sick. This does not feel like that. It's super lightweight so far. It feels good. I haven't had any issues with it, and it tastes good as well, you guys, because you do get to control how much coffee you put in there and how much of a taste you get as well, because I don't like my drinks to be too strong when it comes to, you know, what I intake and all of that. So this is bomb, you guys. I love it. I 100% recommend it. They also have cute straws as well. This is their regular coffee concentrate. I did go ahead and look on their website. They do have different types. They have a vanilla concentrate, a pumpkin one when, you know, of course, fall time comes. You know, they have different ones out there. But if you want a standard coffee concentrate, this one is for you. But I'm just so shook. Like, y'all can tell, like, I'm so happy. I love it. 100% recommend it. So I want to go ahead and shout that out because I've been loving it all month. And also, of course, if you do want to go ahead and save a little bit of money, use my code on the screen and you'll be good to go. So now moving on to makeup items, I do want to touch base on a couple of them because I have been loving, you know, a couple items here and there. So I do have the Morphe, the finer brow pencil, and so you guys know I rave about their regular pencil because I think it's so good for the price that you're getting. I believe I pay about like $5 for this, if that. But they do have the definer brow pencil, which does have the slanted end on here. So hopefully you guys can see this on camera. But it does have a slanted end to it. It's not a straight up pencil, if you know what I mean. But this is really good when it comes to the tail portion of my brows. All I have to do is go ahead and draw a straight line, and it just fills it in a little bit better than the smaller pencil. So I've been loving this, and of course, you're not the first person to come out with this. Anastasia had their brow definer for the longest. So That one I did like, but it was just the price for me. I didn't want to keep going ahead and spending like $20-something when it came to my brow pencil. But the Morphe one is honestly the same thing, a little bit better, to be honest, a little bit more pigmented and easy to work with. And it's $5, so yeah. So another item I do want to go ahead and mention is the Huda Beauty Rebel Red Cheeky Tint Blush Stick. Okay, now when I first tried this, I was like, compared to my other, you know, cream blushes, this one is not like my favorite. But I will say I've been loving it as of this month because, you guys, I keep saying this, but ever since I had to go back to work, I'm just not the best when it comes to time. If you know me, I'm always late to everything. I'm trying to work on it. So in the mornings when I do my no makeup look, this has been such a savior because all I have to do is go ahead and just put this on my face like so, take a brush and blend it out, or I take my brush, dust it on top of this, and then apply it on my face, and it just always looks so good and natural. And I really love this color because I do love like that rosy pinky color when it comes to the cheek. So the shade Rebel Red has been my favorite, and just the applicator itself, I feel like it's a lot easier to work with. You guys know I love my liquid cream blushes, but with those you have to go ahead and take your time because they do set. So it's a little bit more work with those, but I still love them. But with this one, because it's a straight up cream product, it's just easier to blend it onto the skin and run out the door. And in case you are wondering what this color looks like, this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. Literally the color on my cheeks right now that you guys see, okay? So pretty. Now next up, I do have the McGrath Labs. The sticker kind of came off a little bit, so I don't know the exact name, but this is their under eye powder. I believe I have it in the shade yellow, but I will put all the details down below in the description box. But I've been really loving this, okay? So when I first got it, I liked it, of course, but it wasn't my go-to. But I do believe it is the best touch-up powder when it comes to your T-zone, because in the mornings, I do go ahead and set my under eyes with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, but I don't take that powder everywhere with me because it is a loose powder. But throughout the day, of course, while I'm working or running errands and things like that, I just want to go ahead and touch up my under eyes but still have like that yellow tint to it, and this one has been really good. I will say when I first got it, I thought it would be a little bit more yellow than this right here. I'm not sure y'all can see that, but it's not a super yellow under eye powder, but it still does a trick, and it's really lightweight. It never looks cakey on the face. It's just go ahead, apply it on your face, keeps you matte, and you're good to go. So this one I've been having for a while, but as of recently, I've been obsessed with that. Now this one is really exciting for me because if you guys ever watch, you know, YouTube back in the day, Artis brushes was like the most popular thing out there, and I always wanted to try them out and see what the hype was about because everybody and their mom was talking about it, right? So funny enough, they reached out to me, I believe a week or two ago, and they sent me a couple of their brushes, you guys, and I love them. All right, number one, it was so like nostalgic for me because like it's just a brand I always saw like all the influencers use, and I always wanted to try it out, but I was so young back then, I couldn't afford it, you know. But now having these brushes in front of me, I see what the hype is about. They are so soft, you guys, like it's insanely soft. I just love the way they feel on the face. I did go ahead and play with some creams. You know, when it comes to these brushes, I use it with some cream products, and I do like how they apply, but they're not my favorites. But I will say I love these with powders. I feel like the brushes are just meant for powders. So this big one right here, when it comes to my face powder that, you know, deposits color onto my face, I use the Make It Forever Matte Velvet Powder. This just blends it so seamlessly onto the skin. And because these brushes are so tightly packed, you're not wasting any product. I noticed that because a lot of times when it comes to my creams and, you know, my powders, I have to go ahead and just keep applying them several times to get, you know, the coverage that I'm looking for. But with this one swipe into my powder, you guys, and it gives me so much coverage. It really does, you know, make whatever product you're using super full coverage on the face. So I do understand why people are obsessed with it. So yes, Totally recommend these. I don't have the full names of these, but I will put it down below for you guys in case you are interested. But I will say this one right here, the Digit S Oval 8, so far has been my favorite one. Now moving on to skincare, I only do have one product to share with you guys, and this is the Neen or the Nini. I never know how to say this correctly, so I do apologize. But this is their pimple paste, and I got this from Sephora. I know my camera blinds everything, you guys, so it's so pointless showing you guys up close, but this is what it looks like. It's super, super cute. But with this, I have been, let me just be honest with you guys. The month of May has been rough, like super rough for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm always tired coming back from work. So many things have been going on, so my mood has not been the best. It's just been bad. So essentially when that happens, you know, when it comes, you know, to going to bed and all of that, taking my makeup off, I get really lazy. When I tell you guys this month, I probably wash my face off at night, maybe like 10 times. That's pretty bad. Because I usually wash my face off all the time, but it's just a lot going on. So essentially I've been sleeping with my makeup on, and I've been breaking out on my forehead. I actually have 2 pimples right here that I've been working on, but my face has been breaking out because of that. So I have been loving this pimple paste because it does kind of work fast. I will go ahead and apply this at night, let it sit, and I love the fact that it doesn't move or come off throughout the night. Once the thing is on your face, you guys, like that's it. Like it's not coming off. I literally have to go scrub it off in the morning because even just wiping it off doesn't work at all. And in case you guys are wondering, it does have like a grayish color to it. All right. And it smells like it has like a lot of things in there, like tea tree oil, willow bark, azelaic acid, thyme, you know, all of that helps to get rid of pimples and make them smaller. But this has been really good. I used to use just regular mask and put it on my face, but a lot of those will come off throughout the night. This one stays on. It makes your pimples a lot smaller. And it really brings it to the surface as well. So I love this. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about hair. Because this month for me has been all about hair, learning my natural hair and all of that. You guys know I've been wearing my curls out a lot more. This was the first time I actually straightened my hair in probably a month, which is crazy. But I do notice it's a lot thicker, it's a lot bigger. So I don't want to put as much heat on it. But I did go ahead and try a couple new products for curly hair, which I absolutely love. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So I do have the Cantu Shea Butter Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. And I also do have their Curl Activating spray as well, but I did put it in this bottle because it's a little bit easier for me to work with when it comes to spraying my hair. But these two together, you guys, I love them so much because they're really affordable. They're about $5 each. Like, come on, like $5 each, $10 in total. Like, that's insane. And they work so good for my hair. I have really thick hair, really just unruly hair. It kind of does what it wants sometimes. But ever since I learned about my natural curls, I go ahead and spray this on my hair all over. And then I use a curl activating cream. And then I diffuse it, and then it looks really good, and it pretty much holds for a whole week. Now with me, the way my curls are set up, when I go to bed, it's not gonna look nice the next day. I can't just wake up and use the same hair softener the day before. So I go ahead and spray this all over again, use a cream, and I'm out the door, and it just looks so pretty every single time. So low-key, I was doing my hair throughout the week just because I love that wet, fresh look. But you don't have to. So with that being said, these two have been a lifesaver. If you want to see a little bit more in depth when it comes to these two products, make sure you go ahead and watch my recent hair video of all the products I recommend and all that good stuff. You get a lot more details with those. And then also, of course, when it came to my curly hair, I have been loving the Doux Mousse Deft Texture Foam. With this, if you guys watch my video, the hair video I just posted in regards to products I love, I really like this because it does add some texture to the hair, and it also just defines the curls unlike any other. You know, I have tried a lot of mousses out there that you go ahead and put it on your hand. Before you even put it in your hair, it probably disappeared and, you know, melted. This one stays foamy, which I really appreciate. And then of course as well, it just holds my curls a little bit longer. I noticed when I wasn't using this product, my curls would kind of fall, honestly, within like 2 days. It wouldn't last like a whole, you know, week. But with this one, it does last a long time. The only thing I will say though is it's a little bit sticky. I don't like the stickiness of it. I noticed when I would scrunch my hair, my hands would get so sticky, my hair felt sticky. But once I went ahead and diffused my hair, it wasn't as bad. But that's the only thing I don't really like about it. So yes, but regardless, it's still really good. 100% recommend this one. Now I only have 2 more products left, and these are both hair items. So this one I actually picked up a couple days ago because, you guys, I was washing my hair and I grabbed the wrong shampoo. And when you have colored hair, you have to be careful what shampoo you use because a lot of them will strip your hair. And the shampoo I use, y'all, I washed my hair, it literally looked close to blonde. Like, it didn't have a lot of the brownish red color to it. It was mostly blonde, and I was like, Chichi, you messed up. And I really don't want to keep getting my hair dyed. Like, I haven't touched it since December when I got it dyed initially. I will go ahead and probably have her do it one more time, and then I'll probably start using depositing conditioners, things like that, just to maintain it, because I really don't feel like I need to keep getting it done, because red is always going to wash out. So it doesn't matter if it's a permanent, you know, hair dye or semi-permanent, it's still the same result. So why would I keep getting it done? So I'll look into depositing conditioners and let you guys know about that. But I did go ahead and pick up the DP Hue Color Touch-Up Spray, and this is temporary color with dual action nozzle, and I got this one in the shade red. When it comes to my hair, you know, a lot of colors out there will say red, but it's a vibrant red or deep red or light red. Like, there's so many shades when it comes to red. So I was a little bit nervous because, like, you know, my red is just such a unique color. It's like an orangey red, and I really, really love it. I didn't want to ruin my hair, of course. So this is not permanent or anything like that, but there were some areas of my hair that were super blonde that lost a lot of color. So I went ahead and took this, shook it up, and I just sprayed it in my hair, you guys, and now all of it looks pretty much like that orangey color that I really, really love. So this was a lifesaver because I didn't think there was anything like this out there. I just looked in Ulta and I found this. So yes, if your hair is colored like mine, like this shade of red, go ahead and pick up this shade in red and it will work for you. So yes, 100% recommend this. So last but not least, when it comes to my hair, okay, I bought this a while back, but I finally used it the other day, and this is the Dry Bar Single Shot Round Blow Dryer Brush. Okay, now I went into Ulta a couple weeks ago, all right, and I was just looking for this type of brush from Revlon because everybody's been talking about how it gives you a blowout, how it makes your hair so easy to manage. So I was intrigued, and of course you guys know I'm easily convinced. So I went in there looking for the Revlon one, but the Dry Bar people were there and they convinced me to go ahead and get theirs. Revlon was like $60 something. This is $150. So I literally told them, I said, listen, like, if it doesn't work, I promise you I'm gonna return this. And they're like, all right, go ahead, let me know. So I got their single shot and it worked. Okay, so you guys know, you've seen the videos, all right? I have different textured hair, so it's not gonna work like, you know, a straight up blowout. Like, I will go ahead and put this on my hair. It will curl a little bit at the end, but it's not gonna give me a sleek blowout like what I have going on right here. But what it will do is make sure that your hair is super straight. There's no kinks or curls in there. Even gets the root, you guys. Like, it's the root for me. When I blow dry my hair, it's always hard to get the roots. This gets it and it makes everything so smooth. So I just keep going and twirling it like this, and it does the job. So I did it throughout my hair, and it made it so easy to straighten my hair afterwards, you guys. Like, straightening my hair took me like an hour, which it never does back in the day. I had to go in a couple times to get my hair this flowy and smooth, and it didn't take that long, you know, once I started to straighten my hair. So is it worth $150? I will say it does, because you do get a 2-in-1 product. You have a blow dryer, you have the brush, and it also does have a cooling method as well, which allows for this, you know, item to not overheat and break down in a couple months. A lot of the products like these out there, they told me will break down after a while because they don't have that cooling method as you're doing your hair. So as you're blow drying your hair, it does cool down here, which I really do appreciate. So yes, it is 100% worth it. I cannot wait to do my hair again. And I never thought I would ever say that, because I actually hate doing my hair, if you guys know. But come on, like, not me being a hairdresser, like, stop. All right, so yes, this is bomb. So yeah, that's everything I want to go ahead and mention to you guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love some ideas, please, down below of what you guys want to see. This summer is about to go crazy because I will be working from home finally, permanently, starting July 1st. So I'll be back to filming lots of videos and posting and being active, y'all. Like, working a full-time job, running a business, and doing YouTube, it is insane. Absolutely insane. But I love it, and that's what I'm here for. So yes, let me know your favorites down below. Love you guys. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys next one.